Hey there. Ready to dive in? We're going deep on Luke Belmar today.
Yeah, this guy's story is wild. From immigrant to, e-commerce and crypto superstar.
Seriously. Shows up in the U.S. at 16 with, get this, $200 to his name.
And then boom, crushing it. But here's the thing. It's not just luck, right? We're talking mindset, strategies.
Exactly. This isn't some get-rich-quick thing. This is about self-awareness, calculated risks.
Spotting those opportunities, most people just walk right past. This is the guy who waited tables for Jeff Bezos, by the way.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time. But it's more than that, right? He turned that into a whole game of possibilities thing.
Oh, yeah. That's key to understanding Luke. It's like the more you put yourself out there,
the more chances you get to actually see those opportunities. He's not just waiting around for good luck.
He's making it happen. Take Bitcoin, for example.
Yeah.
Way back in 2015, he's watching this documentary.
When it was like, what, the Wild West of finance? Everyone was skeptical.
Totally. Wall Street bigwigs are literally picking like a $5 bill over Bitcoin.
And Luke's thinking, hold my drink.
Pretty much. He saw the potential, started small, investing what he could from, waiting tables.
He even tells this funny story about using his debit card on this early exchange, Bitstamp. Can you imagine?
Talk about old school. But that's Luke, willing to dive into the unknown when everyone else is hitting the brakes.
And it wasn't just crypto either, right? He was into e-commerce way before it was trendy.
Oh yeah, before all the Shopify gurus popped up. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Remember that crypto crash?
The one where he lost it all. Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
He's brutally honest about it. Rode the wave up in 2017, incredible returns, and then boom.
Got caught up in the hype.
The HODL mentality, holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
And ended up holding the bag.
Tough lesson. But he bounced back.
Big time. Went back to his e-commerce business, leveled up his understanding of the market.
And jumped back into crypto in 2020. Even put almost all his money back in during the COVID crash. That's gutsy.
He says it was about connections, seeing patterns. He was plugged into the whole DeFi boom.
Decentralized finance. For those who don't know, think finance without the banks.
Exactly. And this time, he wasn't following the herd. He was looking for those hidden trails.
The early signals that most people miss.
He jokes about it. By the time your taxi driver is giving you crypto advice.
The smart money's already out.
Exactly. He realized these big players, hedge funds, they pump up the hype, get everyone else to buy in.
And then they cash out.
Classic pump and dump. Luke knew he had to be ahead of that curve. So during the crash, he made some strategic moves.
Ethereum under $100. Cardano for pennies.
XRP for practically nothing. It's like he was playing chess while everyone else was doing a puzzle.
And those bets paid off big time. He even tells this story about being on Clubhouse, back when it was a thing.
You remember that?
And he gets to ask CZ, the CEO of Binance that's huge in the crypto world, about their new platform.
The Binance Smart Chain. Luke's already familiar with Uniswap on Ethereum.
And he sees the potential for Binance to create their own version.
So he asks CZ about this project, PancakeSwap, running on the Binance Smart Chain.
And CZ doesn't even really know about it.
Right. Talk about being ahead of the game. So what does Luke do?
Buys 1% of the total supply of PancakeSwap when it's valued at like $25 million.
Can you imagine having that kind of conviction? Market cap explodes to $2.6 billion.
He sells at $36, life-changing money. I mean, what a story, right? From waiting tables to crypto multimillionaire.
Incredible journey. But there's this turning point, a moment where he really gets it,
When he realizes crypto's not just a side hustle, it's the main event.
Exactly. He's having lunch with this friend, another crypto multimillionaire, right? And the guy asks Luke to pay for the meal.
Wait, what? The multimillionaire can't cover lunch?
Right. Turns out all his money's tied up in crypto. And it dawns on Luke.
This is a different game entirely.
He goes home that day and goes all in on crypto.
It's like a light bulb moment, right? He sees that there's a whole other level he hadn't even considered.
Totally. But here's the thing. Even after hitting that level of success, the kind most people dream of, Luke realizes something.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Well, he talks about being a poor person with money.
What does that even mean? You're a multimillionaire.
He had the money, right? Sold a bunch of Bitcoin at $55,000, financial freedom, but something was missing.
The money didn't magically fix everything.
Exactly. He felt like he didn't have a strong network, those meaningful connections, no real purpose beyond the money.
So what did he do?
He realized he needed something different, something more. That's when he starts Capital Club.
The networking group, right? I've heard about this. What's the deal with that?
It's like he wished he had this kind of support system earlier in his journey, so he created it for others.
Makes sense. Surround yourself with the right people, right?
Mentors, peers, even mentees, he says. It's all connected.
I like that, having all three. Mentors to learn from, peers to push you, mentees to keep you honest.
It's a whole approach, you know, and Capital Club reflects that. Different membership tiers, even a $1 a day option.
$1 a day. Seriously.
He's serious. Everyone deserves access, he says, no matter their income level.
That's pretty cool, actually. Democratizing opportunity, paying it forward.
He's big on that, lifting others up. It all comes back to that game of possibilities, you know.
Creating those opportunities, not just for yourself. I like that.
And he lives it, you know. He's super open about his own self-discovery, how success isn't one size fits all.
It's about defining what matters to you.
Exactly. Your values, your goals, what truly fulfills you. Then build your life around that. He calls it your symphony of success.
Symphony of success. I love that. It's like composing a life that's in tune with who you are.
Exactly. What does success sound like to you? What does it feel like?
It's about more than just money and achievements. It's about living intentionally.
And that takes knowing yourself, right? That's where self-reflection comes in. Luke's big on asking why.
Why am I doing this? Why am I reacting this way? Getting to the root of it.
Right. Cultivating that awareness of your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors.
It's like holding up a mirror, noticing those patterns. Not always easy.
He talks about the pain of comparison, especially in the age of social media. It's easy to get caught up in that.
Feeling like you're not good enough, like you're always behind. It's tough.
He tells this amazing story about the silver thread. There's this boy who gets this magical ball of yarn.
Okay, I'm listening.
Every time he pulls the thread, time fast forwards, he can skip over the bad stuff, the hard parts.
So he just skips to the good parts.
Yeah.
Tempting.
Right. He skips school, university, even the early years of marriage and kids,
Right.
always chasing the next milestone. He gets to the end, and he's missed it all. The good, the bad, the lessons. He was so busy rushing, he missed life itself.
Wow, that's actually really profound. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Exactly. And it's not about being content and complacent. It's about appreciating where you are while striving for more.
Finding that balance, it's a different way of looking at things.
He's big on that. And he's also really open about his experiences with, well, psychedelics. Mushrooms, specifically.
Okay, getting a little out there, but I'm interested.
Yeah.
What's his take?
He sees them as a tool, a way to explore consciousness, to gain insights. He talks about the mycelium network.
Mycelium network.
Yeah.
As in fungi.
Yeah, it's like this underground network connecting everything. He believes psychedelics can tap into that, open your mind up.
Interesting. So it's like extending your awareness, getting a different perspective.
He's careful to say, don't abuse them. They're powerful. You got to approach them with respect. He compares it to meditation.
Finding those different states of consciousness, but intentionally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he connects it to energy, vibration. Everything's energy, right?
Yep.
Vibrating at different frequencies.
Okay, I'm following.
Your thoughts, emotions, the people around you, it all emits a vibration. And you can choose what you surround yourself with.
You are what you eat, but also you are who you hang out with.
It's about being mindful of the energy you're taking in and putting out. It impacts everything.
Even something like waking up tired. He says it's not always about how much you sleep, but the energy you bring to bed.
Exactly. It all matters. He says, what you sow, you will reap. It's about taking responsibility.
For your energy, your choices, your life. Powerful stuff. It's empowering, in a way. You have more control than you think.
That's Luke's whole point. But it takes work, you know? It's not just wishing for it. It's aligning your actions with those desires.
Yeah, walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
He uses this metaphor, climbing a skyscraper. The higher you go, the better the view, right?
Sure, but it takes effort to get there.
Exactly. And sometimes it means letting go of things that are holding you back. Relationships, habits, even beliefs.
Stuff that used to serve you, but now it's just dead weight.
He talks about having to make those hard choices himself. Like he sold his house, $4 million house.
Why? What was wrong with the house?
It didn't fit his vision anymore. He wanted freedom, not a fancy cage, you know?
So the dream house became a burden.
He realized freedom meant more to him. Travel, connection, doing work that mattered to him.
Even if it didn't bring in the big bucks.
Money isn't everything, right? It's about living in alignment with your values. That's true wealth.
And it sounds like Luke's definition of success goes beyond just his own life, right?
Oh, yeah. He talks about sponsoring orphans, making a difference. He wants Capital Club to be a force for good.
Not just a network, but a movement.
Using success to make the world better. Pretty inspiring, right?
Definitely. It's a good reminder that we can all make an impact.
No matter where we are on our own journeys. That's the thing about Luke's story.
It's relatable. He's not some untouchable figure. He's made mistakes, learned from them.
He's down to earth, sharing his wins and his losses. This whole deep dive has been full of those aha moments.
So many good insights. What really stuck with you?
That silver thread story, for sure. Don't rush through life, you know? Savor the journey.
That one hit me hard too. And that idea of the symphony of success, crafting a life that's truly yours.
We get to decide what success looks like. It's not about fitting into someone else's mold.
Love that. So what can our listeners do right now to start building that symphony? What's one action step?
Start with self-reflection, like Luke talked about. Take a few minutes each day. Just observe your thoughts.
Ask those why questions.
Why am I feeling this? Why am I reacting this way? That awareness is powerful.
It's a game changer. And remember, you're not alone in this. We're all figuring it out as we go.
Exactly. Be kind to yourself. Embrace the journey. Keep learning. Keep growing.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Keep those curiosity fires burning, everyone.
The most amazing adventures are out there waiting.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep diving deep. You never know what you might discover.